Welcome back to Beef Reacts.
Back just a little sore in the middle.
Oh, sorry. Today. Tuesday. It's not Tuesday. It's Monday. It's the 15th. It's tax day. I am evading. I'm evading those this year, actually. Not seriously, IRS. I filed an extension. Get flucked. But how you doing, Ryan?
Doing good. Ready to watch episode 5?
Yeah, 5. Last episode, we found out that Flamma was FRIEREN's old booty call, old thing.
I don't think it's booty call.
Apprentice, master,
Yep.
something like that. We found out that Eisen is too old to be taken anywhere. We figured out that they decided to praise God, and am I missing anything, bud?
They confirmed that there's an afterlife, and he said, "Well, yes, it'd make much more sense if there would." And it's more. He said it's more convenient, which isn't an argument at all.
No, I feel like it's a good argument.
For what he was saying back when they were younger, he said it'd be much more convenient. It's like, well, if anything, it's not. It's less convenient in my eyes.
Why is it less convenient?
You gotta go out of your way to help your neighbor.
Yeah.
But you could just fuck over your neighbor and then do what you gotta do. Not saying I would. I'm just saying it's much more convenient if you not.
I'm trying to think of what's the thought process? It's like I lost my train of thought. I'm very upset about that, by the way.
It's tough.
It is tough. All I'm saying is that, like, listen, if you're gonna be coming at it from a certain perspective, right? And it's like you gotta choose. I figured it out. I remembered what it was because we've been over this before. I feel like one great reason to subscribe to just any religion, I don't care which one, but anyone, is like the end of the world prophecy for it. That's what gets me, right? It's like, because here's the thing: if you believe enough, if you don't really have a belief in the afterlife, you're not going to be alive to you're not going to exist to see it, so it doesn't really matter, right? But it's like, if you just like, oh, one day the sun, like, over the next 2 billion years, the sun is going to get really big and then engulf the earth, and when it engulfs the earth, it's over.
Yeah.
And everyone's dead, right? That's it. That's the end of it. It's like, well, maybe we'll work real hard and preserve humanity by searching the stars. It's lame, is what it is, right?
It is.
It's lame. You're not going to be alive long enough to see it. You're not going to be able to see us terraform Mars. But you know what is kind of cool? Believing that your savior is going to come back on a winged steed.
Yeah.
With a flaming sword and conquer evil. That's dope. That's cool, right?
That's pretty cool.
It sounds mythical. It sounds dope. And then it's like, oh, you're dead? Guess what? You get to be in the audience cheering on the war as it happens.
Chat, bet your channel points on Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's dope, right? You're up in heaven. You're clapping angels, right?
Well,
You're fucking, not biblically accurate ones, the sexy ones, obviously.
Yeah.
But like, you're fucking angels up there. You're having a good time. And the next thing you know, boom, all right? Michelangelo's down there beheading Satan, and you're like, this is dope. And before you're like, Satan's not actually the devil, it's adversary. Shut the fuck up, all right? You're lame, you're not cool. Yeah, it's Lucifer, it's Uriel. I don't care. The point being is that it's a dope fucking story to subscribe to. I wouldn't, though.
Yeah.
And just like, because then you're just like, well, eventually the sun, and it is boring, all right? What's your favorite end of the world prophecy?
I don't know. I'm big astronomy, so I like that stuff. But obviously, it would be cool to just be chilling and see a bright light from the sky with the rays, and see just someone on it, flaming sword.
Like, if you're not gonna see either, and it's just like, yeah, much more likely the sun's just gonna engulf the earth and then we all die. That I just want to make it clear that that's gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, when I was at the christening, that pastor seemed very, very confident. He said, "This generation is going to be the apocalypse." I was like, okay.
That's stupid.
This is a weird christening talk.
I would love for him to, I don't know, read any of the book of Matthew. I don't know what it is about priests and not understanding that the Bible says pretty. My boy Jesus. Listen, as a devout man myself.
Hold on, sorry, I take it back. Not the apocalypse. He said the second coming.
Again, cap. Did you know that apparently what's supposed to happen is the Antichrist is supposed to take power, unite the world into a single world government, go to Jerusalem, get fucking assassinated in Jerusalem, and then rise again like he's the second coming, as a false second coming? That's what's supposed to happen? It's dope. Right? It's a dope fucking movie. But, like, dog, come on. Jesus says you're never going to know the place and the time. And they've been saying for the last, like, couple thousand generations that it's going to happen soon. So, like...
This guy seems pretty confident.
Yeah, you know who else was pretty fucking confident? The Apostles. The Apostles were like, my boy's coming back today. Do you know why they actually started writing the Gospels?
Why?
Because he didn't come back. They're like, oh shit, we're getting killed. We're dying. We should write this down.
That's smart.
So yeah, that's basically what happened.
Interesting.
I just feel like there's a lot of end time prophecies. I know we're 6 minutes in, but there's a lot of end time prophecies, and some of them are fun. And I feel like you're only as cool as the end time prophecy you subscribe to.
That's a take.
Well, because it's like there's gonna be nuclear Armageddon. I assume you're in your 50s and you probably never had friends. Like,
could be.
Yeah, like
accurate.
Yeah, just like it's like, oh yeah, it's a nuclear Armageddon. Well, who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? I could tell you don't care about this, by the way. I could see it in your eyes.
No, it's fine. It's just I think I think they clicked off by now.
That's fine. I'd let them. I normally just skip. Literally just skip to where it starts. Most of the time they just skip to where the episode starts. So like I just
put a disclaimer in.
We're gonna talk about random shit.
Skip to the 7-minute marker.
Fair.
FRIEREN.
Oh God, that's
It's
a different answer.
speak with him.
Okay.
On the very northernmost end of the continent.
It is.
My bad, Mom.
I arrived at the place the people of this world call heaven.
Is this a recap?
I now know it as Aureole, the land where souls rest.
Feels like a recap.
Many spirits
So that
gathered
book
there.
is her
I spoke with friends
words
whom
from
I
the
once
afterlife,
fought
basically.
alongside.
No, that book is her actual writing.
Yeah, but from the afterlife, so it's like translation almost.
No.
Long journey ahead.
She went north, saw the
took
people,
the four
their
of us
spirits,
10
wrote notes,
years.
and then came back.
I see. So we'll be following the same route you took to the Demon King's castle on your first journey.
Dude, it'd be dope if they made our ears twitch.
That we will. Another brief 10-year adventure.
A brief?
1/100.
The fuck?
FRIEREN, you won't be staying in the royal capital?
I'm going to keep traveling.
We saw this.
The apprentice.
Of time.
Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed if I was Fern and
And
say, well, we spent 10 years getting there, and I'm gonna do it again just to talk to some guy. I'd be like, I'm gonna be 28 by then. Like I don't. It's a good portion of my life that I'm just following you, doing nothing.
Doing nothing that I really give a fuck about.
I mean, I don't really want to talk to my parents.
My parents were happy. What if they're divorced in the afterlife?
I don't know how this heaven works. They were arguing a lot before Armageddon in my hometown.
It was tough.
Sounds like me, I suppose.
It's funny, don't you think? How much that 1/100th has changed you.
Damn.
Pouring out a drink for the homie.
Goodbye for now.
For now.
Hate to see her leave, but love to watch her go. Uh-huh.
Okay, can we fly there so I don't like spend all my life getting there?
No. There's just a lot of things. Dude,
Is there like a teleportation spell we can
Alright.
figure out?
now can I ask you a dirty question?
Dirty question, yeah.
Yeah, like a sexual one, sexually charged.
Sure.
Not about you, but just in general.
I'd hope so.
Yeah, if you're hitting it from the back and you're fucking an elf, do you pull on the ears?
I would think if you're getting freaky.
right?
I
Like
think it's natural.
you pull on the ears, right?
Do you think they feel a type of way about that though?
They might be angry, but it's like, what if they're into like BD? Like, I don't know what elves are into. I'm not making it like a weird thing, you know? Like, it's a question.
I think if the moment's there, they'd fuck with it.
How many moments do you think are there, though?
I mean, I don't even know how they reproduce, so, like, do they have the same type of energy? The thrill, I guess?
I don't know. Phantoms of the Dead.
I guess they got the
I
right
take these words to heart, Fern. Before long, FRIEREN will be the one in charge of you. Listen to her and be a good girl. If you don't,
If I don't what?
I'll come back as a ghost and haunt you.
That's not funny.
So just to make certain, you're saying that if I'm a bad girl, you'll pay me a visit after you're gone?
I don't like the way she said "bad girl."
You've grown into quite the
Didn't
sly
feel-
young lady.
Could-
Say right.
Wherever
It could
did
be
you pick
because
that
we're
up?
in our 20s and over-sexualized literally
I
every
take it
sentence, but
back.
like, it didn't feel right.
If you're on your best behavior, then I might be willing to stop by and say hello every now and again.
We should be arriving at the village soon.
That was fast.
What's that?
Nothing very important.
– 28 years have put up to him on the hand. Where did you put all the books?
They got that magic inventory, they just store them.
Do you just get a bag of holding?
Greetings, adventurers. Heading to the mountain pass? I wouldn't if I were you. Several people have gone missing there recently.
Killed by monsters?
They were taken by ghosts, according to all of the rumors. Folks have seen them with their own eyes.
Could be the undead. Do you know what these ghosts look like?
I've been too scared to ask. But if you're that curious, there are plenty who could tell you.
What do you mean scared to ask? What?
You haven't even seen them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Nothing's happened to you, so how are you scared to ask?
You can't just.
Are you
sitting in a bar? You can't just ask them.
Are you scared to ask? Like, I don't know, what they look like? Are you like, what are you scared of?
It's just you sound like a pussy.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like, it's one of those things of I feel like if I like to put us in situations a lot of times, I like to put myself in that situation, and I feel like this would be like a 10-minute flame, or just like, what the fuck do you mean you're scared? What are you scared of?
Yeah, did you tremble at the thought of thinking about asking someone what they experienced?
Do you have social anxiety? Like, what are you scared of?
You just said people saw people get kidnapped and pretty much killed on the spot, and you're scared to ask
Do you think if you think this is Beetlejuice, if you fucking mention it, it's just gonna come for you? Like,
let's go ask someone else, someone who can give us some good information.
Fern, let's find someone who's not fucking afraid to do a basic thing.
Let's ask someone with some balls on them.
Ma'am, I want you to know, I'd say thank you for your help, but you have provided nothing.
If anything, you pissed me off today.
If anything, I'm taking it out on Fern later. I've never hurt my apprentice, but because of you, I need to start.
Here's what we've learned. The ghosts take on the form of the beholder's dead family member or friend. They look just as they did in life. A couple of witnesses even claim that the ghost spoke to them.
We can conclude this
Wouldn't
isn't
be
the
me.
work of the undead.
How are you so sure?
The undead are merely corpses being controlled by magic. Things like zombies and skeletons. But our specters are reported to appear as they did in life. A reanimated corpse couldn't do that. All that to say, we're dealing with another type of monster entirely.
Seems you know what monster that might be.
Yes, a nasty one. We'd best be careful to avoid it.
What was that? What was that little jumping there?
She was fixing herself.
We'll take our leave first thing.
Did you know? We'll go back. By the way, it's also customary that when you pause and you talk for a bit, you do go back and just to get reaccustomed. I just haven't because I'm a bad reactor.
You're
Yes,
complicated.
a nasty one.
Basically.
We'd best
Yeah, so you see she's fixing the...
be careful to avoid it. We'll take our leave first thing in the morning.
But Mistress FRIEREN, it's clear the villagers need our help.
You're starting to sound just like Himmel and the others.
The biggest difference between you and me is that I am a good girl.
All right.
Jeez, what the fuck?
I
was quite a stray.
I don't. Fern, what the fuck do you mean you're a good girl?
You're 18. You're not a girl anymore.
On top, she's not. She's still 17. I think. Well, maybe she's 18. I don't fucking know how old Fern is.
Nah.
But on top of that, Fern, don't even. I've seen your BDSM kit. By the way, Fern, like I don't stop this.
Nasty.
You're sickening. You're sickening, Fern.
If you want to help them, we shall. We'll be traveling through the mountain pass either way.
I wouldn't have helped.
I would have gotten paid first.
I would have said, "Give me that paper."
The missing villagers didn't vanish into thin air. Plenty of clues. A generous monster.
There are signs of magic usage all around us.
Yes, indeed. Can you tell what type it was?
Illusion magic. In my book on magical ecology, there's this creature. It uses lifelike illusions to lure in its prey.
The Einzam. It preys exclusively upon people, using craftiness rather than strength to lure in its unsuspecting meals.
Lame.
It tricks its victims with phantoms of the dead.
And they really fall for that?
Who wouldn't want a final moment with their dearly departed?
Can I say crafty crimes are infinitely worse than, like, brute force crimes?
Yeah. You got someone who thinks about what bad they're doing.
Like I don't know how to explain it. I've been over it before, but, like, I think it was in, like, one of the Fate reactions. I was like, you know, because one of the characters is, like, a child murderer, and, like, I think he sexually assaults the children as well.
Oh.
And I said, like, I feel like there's something. It's extra messed up that when it happens to a kid, not just because of, like, the idea of innocence, but it's like that kid can't fucking fight back.
Yeah.
Like, there's no respect for people that commit heinous crimes of power, but, like, there's, like, if you were to do it in, like, terms of degrees, there's a little bit more respect for the person who's taking on people that, like, could put up a fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, definitely in a courtroom, they don't really care, but I know what you're getting at.
Yeah, like it's just one of those things of, like, it's like preying on, like, I don't know how to explain it, but preying on people's, like, wants and needs of, like, loss and grief is just somehow infinitely worse to me.
Yeah.
Than, like,
I think it's the same thing as, like outside scars will heal, but inside won't. So, like, the psychological thing of fucking someone up.
It's kind of why, like, I think there's nothing quite as low as a phone scammer.
Yeah.
And it's, like, it's a shame that a lot of them end up coming out of, like, Kolkata and, like, regions of India and stuff like that. Because, like, it adds to, like, certain types of, like, racism that's just not cool.
Yeah.
But, like, the reality is just, like, there's something fucking disgusting about preying on old people that makes me want you, lack of a better word, dead.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't have a problem with them being locked in the building and being burned alive. And just, like, it's like, oh, what did they do? Well, they scammed your grandmother out of her life savings. They made her feel like she was incapable and, like ruined their lives, and they didn't, and they brag about it. Yeah. That's what makes me sick, is that they brag about it.
Yeah, they just hit the red X on the window and then just go to the next phone number on the list.
Yeah, and it's like
that, they had the job for them.
It's why I love scam baiters, and it's why, like, if I was better at the, like, IT stuff, I would love to do that. I would love to waste their time throughout the day, because, like, the reality is that they're fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
And they don't even care.
Nope. Not one bit.
Now, before you get back to your whole your whole thing about how people have already clicked off, I'm telling you, they will either skip past us, or they will just... I brought it up because she talks about it. She talks about where it's like they just kind of use people's, like, emotions and inhibitions.
Yeah.
And just, like, that's disgusting. Like, it's not crafty, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Thankfully for the two of us, the Einsam's illusions aren't a threat to mages who know to look beyond their tricks. They're easily dispersed by high-density mana. Basic offensive magic should do.
So all I have to do is shoot through the phantoms.
Could you?
Yes, of course.
I'm not gonna lie, that
Especially
went
now
hard.
that I know they're fake.
I once had to shoot an illusion of my master begging for her life. Though to be fair, her begging not to die was a regular occurrence, so I can't say that I felt particularly guilty. Regardless, it certainly isn't fun.
Interesting.
Why were you accustomed to hearing her beg for her life?
Facts. Hey, get an answer on that.
Miss FRIEREN, you haven't spoken in 10 minutes.
If you see a specter, don't hesitate to shoot.
See, like that infinite inventory. I assume that's where they got the books.
Fern.
Shoot.
There it is. Phantom of the dead. No problem. Just shoot.
Look at that page. You've surpassed my wildest dreams, my dear. I decided to come back and say hello. A girl as good as you are deserves a friendly haunting.
It knows.
The path of the mage called and you wisely followed. Since you were a child, your love for magic
My
was
cherished memories.
the first time I
It
saw
knows
you
all of them.
was when I did.
And it's using them against me.
FRIEREN. Snap her out of it.
Need help? Seems you might.
I'm not gonna lie, her staff looks so much cooler.
I knew it was gonna be Himmel for her.
I didn't expect to see Himmel. I was sure it would show me my master like the last one I defeated did. Perhaps this means I've changed since I last encountered one.
The other wizard or something is like, damn it, I fucked up already.
FRIEREN. Shoot.
Impressive. That's just what he'd say.
I don't think he needed to do all that. Cleared the skies. Yes, basic defensive magic.
Offensive.
Offensive.
And now the mountain pass is safe once more.
Thing I just saw. It's only a phantom of Master Heiter.
Yeah.
A shadow.
Uh-huh.
Correct. It's high time we go see the real thing. If there's anywhere we might find him, it would be Aureole.
You're
Now
right.
she has a reason to go. "28 years after the death of Himmel, the hero in Regal Canyon located in the Central Lands."
That's a dragon? I've never seen one in real life.
Look at its nest. Do you see that grimoire?
I want it.
I've been after that one for a long time.
Just levitate
That
over
doesn't
you.
surprise me.
Go and get it.
Why is it there of all
Hacky old book.
places?
I don't know what
Dragons
it
are
was
known
there.
to seek out objects infused with magic to build their nests. That's a solar dragon. No doubt it has dined on many an adventurer. Grimoire or otherwise, we should eliminate the beast. Be careful not to destroy the nest.
Right.
It's unfazed. It's a liquid face.
It don't matter.
So, that didn't do anything.
They are very resilient creatures. No choice then. Run!
What do you mean run? I'd fly. Just left her freaking apprentice right there. Are you kidding me?
He said run.
Swamp. Oh, that's
Finally lost it. This one's a fast flyer. No aerial battle for us.
I thought I was gonna die right there.
Let's head back that way. If we continue to wear it down, the brute will eventually give in.
I need that book. Bad.
Good point. Playing tag with dragons is not within a mage's job description. We'll have to take on another companion.
God, why are her eyes like that?
A frontliner?
Yes, you're searching for one, aren't you? In a village near Regal Canyon, you'll find a warrior named Stark. Pick him up on your way into the Northern Lands.
His name's Stark.
He's my
I think it's
apprentice.
Stalk.
Right.
It ain't Stalk.
Is he any
It
good?
is Stark.
We'll see.
Look at you. You have your own character.
Better be a dope fucking guy.
Hard to think there's a dragon near. It's so peaceful.
Just like you.
It is
It's
indeed.
mythology. It's mythology.
No, it's real.
I've been meaning to ask.
Fake fantasy.
What sort of spell does that grimoire contain anyway?
One that lets you see through clothes.
That's kind of awesome.
You really do gather only the strangest of spells, Mistress FRIEREN.
That is my hobby. But this one is practical too. Depending on what the user views as clothing, it could reveal hidden weaponry or
You
May
see,
I
that
have
answered
a
my
moment
question
of your time?
from a while ago.
What?
What
Mr.
defines his
Stark
clothing?
would like to meet the two
And
of
that
you.
answered it.
Depends on what
saves us
the.
a fair bit of
Yeah, the
trouble.
user defines as such.
Mm.
Define your skin as
It was
clothing.
3 years back now.
Take it off.
The dragon attacked,
That's-
nearly destroying the
That's
village.
scary.
That's sick.
That's when he appeared. The brave Mr. Stark. The dragon was fierce, but our brave hero didn't break. After a long standoff, the monster flew away. It was a sight to
Stood there,
behold.
did nothing.
Since that day, he has lived alongside us in the village, and that dragon has been
And he has
too
been
scared
taking
to
our
rear its
food and
ugly head
having-
ever again. 3
and
whole
taking our
years of
women.
Peace.
Perfect.
Every bit
He
of
sounds
trade
like
there
just
is
the person we
80%
need.
interested in
The
who makes
dragon's
that.
done for.
I hope you're right.
Do you think I can be a strong warrior like you?
No.
Sure you can. But being a warrior is rougher than it looks.
Huh? It's Grandma!
In your life, have you ever been like, it's grandma?
No.
No, that you never had the time to scream at the top of your lungs about your grandmother. But
Well,
you were
usually when I'd go to see her, I'd be aware I'm going to see her. She wouldn't just walk out of a forest out of nowhere.
your grandma never gave you a surprise visit.
Not really, no. And I mean, I assume they probably live a house next door to each other, which is even just more out of, I assume, character for them. How little do they see their grandma?
Dude, it's like I just don't get it. Where are their parents? Why are they leaving them with a? It's a different time.
There's a lot of questions.
It's a different time.
It is a different time.
It's a different time. Why are your hands all beat up?
So you're the ones who've been messing with the dragon. Don't get that thing too worked up. You'll put the whole village in danger. Dragons are serious. They're not the fairy tale creatures you think they are. One of them gave me this scar. I was fighting a shadow dragon.
That's
and
child's play as far as injuries go.
my master put you up to this, didn't he? Who are you?
I am known as FRIEREN the Mage.
I am known as her. I am known as the one who killed the Demon King. Everyone thought it was Himmel, but it was me.
It was me, yes.
Hey, Gran, mind giving us some privacy? It's alright.
She already can't
They're
hear.
acquaintances of my master.
It's alright. They're just two ladies of the night. Coming to give me a good time.
Don't hold
Send in
back.
the others after they're
You
gone.
must be furious. I left without so much as a word.
Stark, you have no reason to
Stark,
remain in
that's
this
not Stark.
village.
It's Stark.
Why haven't you defeated
There's
the
no
dragon?
H in my last name.
Oh my
What
god,
you
dude.
want
It's
may
Stark.
think about
That
sharing.
is, that's
That's a
after
German
Back to my
pronunciation of your
master,
name.
You can forget about it.
We're in need of a warrior and would like for
you-
you to join us.
It ain't it.
Though
It
before
is.
that, we would
Stark.
appreciate your
It's
help in
Stark.
defeating the dragon.
It's not my last name.
It
I
is
want
your
the
last name.
grimoire
I'll see
in
if
its
this guy's
nest.
dope and then I'll make a decision.
Why is that?
It's a hobby. No particular reason.
We're dealing with a solar dragon. You don't fight it without a good reason. That's amazing!
You're right. Mine is that a fool once praised me for the spells I collected. Is that enough of a reason?
For a little praise?
Praise kink.
That's ridiculous.
Yes.
Agreed.
Gonna get off to a person in the afterlife.
I don't mind
Yes!
the party. I can tell my master put you up to this. But no matter. My priority is taking out the solar dragon. I've had difficulties defeating it on my own. For you, it'd be no issue, right?
No.
No, not at all if you can keep the beast busy for 30 seconds.
Loud and clear. Just 30 seconds, huh?
Asking a lot of me.
That really has to be my job.
Is there some kind of joke that I'm missing here?
I can't say that I'm very surprised. Tell me, Stark, just how many monsters have you fought?
Big Fat Zero, okay? Don't abandon me, FRIEREN 92!
It is not
I
Stark.
worked up the guts
It
to
is
confront the dragon! But I was so terrified I couldn't move a muscle! I mean, come on! That thing slices through houses like they're veggies! The human being doesn't stand a chance against it! I figured that it spared me on a whim, but...
Quite literally.
The dragon stopped attacking the village after that, and I was treated like a hero! The villagers are too nice for their own good!
A strong young man like you should eat up.
Stark!
I know it's not important to you. I know it's completely out of pocket, but depending, would. Maybe. Yes.
You're sick.
I just wanted to let you know.
I think they know which one you pointed at, too. They'll know.
They won't.
They will.
They should.
Stark, after supper, you gotta show me all your latest moves!
There's no way I could leave this place even if I wanted to!
This one's no good.
Oh, you can
We
walk
should
away.
get going and find someone serious.
Please don't leave me here to rot!
No, he can hold off the dragon. I'm certain of it.
Fine, but it'll take more than a pat on the back.
That thing sliced houses.
Damn. Yep. It's a hole,
Well,
right?
Stark, you have till tomorrow morning. Think it all through. You know as well as I do, you can't keep the hero act up.
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna try my hardest, and I'm gonna be a hero. It's not actually
You
Scar.
met Mr. Stark. A fine young man, isn't he?
It's Stark.
He's just lovely. When
It
we
might be
cook for
Stark
him,
with a
it seems his
Q,
stomach
but
is
it's
almost as
Stark.
big as
That's
his
even
smile.
less Stark.
Everyone really seems to love that guy.
I'm sure that
Ryan,
they
how do you spell your
He
name?
struck me as a kind sort of
The
person.
proper way. The cool
Maybe
way.
so.
And what's your social?
I was distracted by his immense cowardice.
The lad is a little yellow-bellied.
I'm gonna dox your
Let's
address
think
hard.
back to your first time
How
going up
dare
against
you.
a monster. Never mind, let's think forward.
Why did they make faces like that?
You were cute once. Not only are you taller than me now, but scarier too.
What I want to know is why the dragon hasn't been attacking.
Who can
You haven't
say?
figured it out?
It might be bored of this place, or perhaps
What was that sound?
Why don't you go find out?
Stark, I imagine. If you're curious, you should go check on him. I'm going to bed.
You two should hit. Just saying. I know that's important for humans.
Weird desire you guys have.
Right. Is he any good?
When his village was attacked by monsters, he fled and never looked back. He's a coward who left his home to burn. He's like me. That's why I hammered everything I know into the boy. Now he's finally ready to fight for someone other than himself.
You've sold me. he is any good.
That's kind of dope. That's not even dull yet. That's molten rock.
I see now. Your training is what made this fissure.
It's a little late for a booty call.
It's never too late.
Oh. This might be our shortest episode. 35 minutes.
Damn, we were cooking.
We really were. We didn't have much to say.
Got interesting, what can I say?
Dude, you and Stark.
We are not the same.
You are Stark!
I am not Stark.
You are Stark.
I'm not Stark. Not. Never will be. Never am.
But you could be.
But I won't.
But you could be.
Wrong.
Ryan, what's the question of the day?
I don't got one.
Will you contribute, damn it?
This is your channel.
Yeah, but will you fucking contribute?
I've been contributing.
You have been...
I'm on half the screen right now.
You have been coasting is what you've been doing.
I'm on half the screen
You have
right
been
now.
coasting, if anything.
I am a guest, yes.
Do you want me to come up with a...
It's your channel. You're the host here.
I'm not a host. I like to consider myself
the host.
A friend to the people.
host.
I'm a friend to the people.
Then speak to the people.
All right, guys, let's ask a question that only anyone wants to know and everyone needs to know. Is question of the day.
He's stalling. He didn't have to yawn. It's fake.
No, I did have to yawn actually, but it was fake.
Under his breath, he said, "Oh fuck."
What's your weapon? What's your weapon of choice? Battle axe. I wouldn't have gone battle axe, to be honest. It's not a bad pick, but it's not my pick. We've gone bow staff.
A bow staff
with like knives at the end.
I don't think they had that in that time.
I'd make it. I'd be the first.
Wow.
I'd be, this is dope. What about you?
I do some type of musket-like thing where you could shoot at range and attack up close, but it wouldn't be just for stabbing purposes.
That's lame.
It'd be like a sword with a musket.
A sword with a gun on it?
So I could ching ching ching, and then when they run back.
Are you just Leon? Are you just Leon from Kingdom Hearts?
No.
But that was cool.
He does a cool thing. I do like his thing.
Okay. Let's. If I couldn't have my sword, I mean my bow staff with knives at the end of it, maybe brass knuckles. I'd be a brawler.
That's not bad.
Brawling kind of feels like it'd be pretty fun.
I think dual swords are cool too.
Too much work.
I think it's cool.
It's cool, but it's too much work.
Got a lot of versatility.
When was the last time you seen someone with dual swords and went, that looks easy?
Well, that's the point. Once you learn it, you're kind of better than everyone else.
How did Ahsoka get 2 lightsabers? Aren't they hard to make?
No. You just gotta find the crystals.
Aren't the crystals hard to find?
After the Sith annihilated the planet, yeah. But she got it. I think she got them before. She got the one before. I think she got her 2 white ones. It's different. She did something different with it. It might be synthetic. I've been doing synthetic a lot.
Synthetic seems stupid.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take it. I would want the real deal. I don't want synthetic.
Yeah, but
I like that shit raw. You know what I mean?
They nuked the planet where you get them, so they're kind of working with a limited supply.
Nah, bro. I'd be like, dude, this would be me. Look. I'd be, and it would come to me.
That's not.
I'd be strong with the Force. The Force would lead me.
Well, technically, I guess it can lead you, but there is no longer a planet to do so.
My question is that how is there not an upgrade to like lightsaber technology? I
guess. Well, I mean, I don't know.
Right? Like, don't you think there'd be an up at this point? It'd be like, yeah, it's a plasma saber. I get it, but you have to think there's more practical weapons.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at a thing that went into it, like why they choose that over bullets, just cost efficiency and just, better on the field, don't run out of ammo.
No, I get it. I just mean like, why not just get a sword? Like, why does it have to be a lightsaber?
I mean, the only thing that can't slice a sword is like Beskar, and Beskar is extremely rare.
I don't know shit about like Star Wars, so like
stuff the Mandalorian wears, Beskar can stop a plasma lightsaber.
That's dope.
With enough pressure though, if it's thin, I think it could slice though.
Do you not think that there could be upgrade like not upgrades to the weapons, but like is the lightsaber the peak of like weaponry?
I would think it is. It's pretty peak. I mean, we saw what recent Disney tried to do with like Kylo Ren's. Not like it's an innovation, but like has those two little edges, which are
hilts.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought it was stupid personally.
I think it was stupid, like especially when like lightsabers go on the side of it, like they made it like so that it holds it, but like you're at the hilt then. It just wouldn't just slice right through it. The other lightsaber, like I don't understand. It's just purely practical effects at that point.
I don't get it.
It had a cool sound effect though. It was different. I mean, it looked more aggressive. Everyone was saying it was because of his mental. He's confused, so it was eradicating, or whatever the word was they used. It wasn't concentrated. It was weird.
I just think that Kylo Ren didn't deserve to die. Like, he was a genocidal maniac, don't get me wrong. Like, he deserved to die for a lot of reasons, mostly being a genocidal maniac. Like, I get that, and I understand that aspect of it. I just mean, like, the way he died was pretty lame. Like, Rey healed a worm earlier and was easily capable of doing that, but couldn't heal what looked like a much less devastating hit.
Yeah, I also thought it was just weird that he took their life forces, but maybe they had enough left to still do their thing. I mean, it didn't make much sense to me.
This is what I genuinely believe happened. I believe Rey, when she kissed him, stole the life force. I believe it was not a friendship kiss. I don't believe it was a romantic kiss. I believe it was a Sith kiss. I believe Rey turned Sith. Fight me.
Well,
it'd be a much more interesting turn of events. Palpatine says, if you strike me down, I will become you, basically. Yeah. And then she's like, a bunch of Jedi speak in her mind, and she's like, she girl bosses all over the girl bossing.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this in a way to shit on Rey. I think Rey is actually a decent character. It's just like she just kind of girl bosses and kills him. And then it's like, actually, I didn't kill you, so you didn't take me over. And it's just like, you did, though. You killed him. You did exactly what he said you were going to do.
I mean, technically, no. Because it's like, it was his own shit.
Hey, I reflected your electricity back on you, therefore... No, it's not. It's fucking... That's stupid. That's a stupid... That's Shakespeare levels of fucking writing.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but, like, I mean, still, technically... It was his own thing.
That's like finding out that fucking Macduff from Macbeth was a C-section, and you're like, well, he wasn't born of a woman. It's just like, yes, he was. Alright, just because he was a fucking cesarean section baby.
I don't think those are that related in that sense. I think everyone can agree.
Nah.
That he was born of whatever the standard that they were complaining that he wasn't born of.
So in the book Macbeth, right?
Yeah, I know the whole Macbeth story, like born of whatever. I forget the exact wording.
Like it's like it's like he wasn't born of a woman or something like that, and then, well, it turns out he was just a C-section baby, and it's just like, aha, I've outsmarted you, and it's like, no, you didn't. All right, he was still born, technically. Just, like because he's alive, he had to have been born. Right?
Yeah, I still don't think it's the same argument with reflecting the lightning. He could have stopped the lightning, but he did. He was getting electrocuted, so I think it was like, oh, I'm fucked.
I'm just saying Palpatine was canonically the smartest Sith to ever exist, and he seemed to have stupid-ass fucking plot after stupid-ass plot.
Yeah, I think he was pretty dumb relying on that lightning. I get which,
The lightning made him old and decrepit and ugly first time.
Yeah.
And then he used it again because if he was really strong with the Force, then I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're showing your knowledge of the lore a bit, but the lightning didn't make him old. It was just the lightning was uncovering his Force mask.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. So like it was he was using the Force to alter his appearance, and as he was electrocuting himself, that Force lightning was like removing the mask. So that's cool. That's technically
That's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
I like the extended lore of Star Wars. I hate Star Wars, though.
Yeah.
And it's, like, weird because when I say that, people get really mad, but I'm like, I remember being 16 right when The Force Awakens came out, or, like, a little bit after.
Yeah.
It was before The Last Jedi, though.
Yeah.
And, I was like, Star Wars is just a fucking space opera about one family that just can't get over their issues and everyone else has to deal with it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I said that before that was a meme, by the way.
Yeah, and then they tried to make it too.
And then everyone was like, "That's not true. That's not true. Rey's not Obi-Wan, and she's not part of anyone's family. She's her own fucking thing. And Finn's really cool. And Poe." And then I was like, "Guys, listen, it's just not a big fucking deal. All right, it's one family.
Yeah.
It's always been one family."
I think the biggest question is who let Palpatine hit?
Bro, that's what I've been saying. No one let Palpatine hit.
Yeah,
and like, I want to be clear. I'm not shitting on Star Wars. I'm just shitting on the fact that I got shit on for being correct.
I'm shitting on whoever let Palpatine hit.
Yes, agreed. I was just shit on fucking 5 years before it came to fruition. Which again, Ryan, I want to be clear about this. I am always correct, just 2 years in advance.
Who are these people that are telling you all these things? Who has ever said that Rey wasn't part of the storyline or something? I think there was a hunch for a minute that she had some involvement of the family.
So back in like 2016 when I worked at Papa John's,
yeah,
me and my manager and me and the one delivery driver were just like, just shooting the shit.
Yeah.
And we were talking about like Star Wars. And I was like, well, it's always been about one family, so like I think it's kind of odd that they just kind of went away from that. And it's like, if you want to go away from that, that's fine, but like don't include don't include Han Solo, don't include like these old characters, because that seems dumb. Like I would have much rather have like gotten away from the whole family dynamic.
Yeah.
And then they're like, that's what Rey is, and I was like, I guarantee Rey's gonna be somebody's kid at some point. Yeah. And then they were like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't even like Star Wars. And I was like, I don't need to like Star Wars to just know how to write a fucking story.
Yeah.
And like, if I was writing this is exactly how I would write it.
Yeah, it's crazy that Kylo Ren, who's like related to Anakin, is for some reason a dyad to this random nobody when Anakin was the prophecy. Like it didn't make any sense.
For one, I know we're talking about Star Wars and FRIEREN and no one's going to give a fuck about this, and like it's fine, like, because the episode ended 15 minutes ago. If you want to keep watching, thank you. Yeah. But like, and if you got here, I just want to say, I don't like the sequels because of what they do to Anakin.
Yeah.
Because like the original trilogy is that Luke is the new, like, the new hope, and he's coming to fruition and like actually like causes the redemption of Darth Vader. Then the prequel trilogy is like the story of Anakin's fall, and it truly is a tragedy. But the whole story of Star Wars is the story of Anakin Skywalker redeeming not only himself, but the Force in and of itself, and like bringing that balance perfectly back, because he's the child of prophecy, right?
Correct.
And then you have the sequels, and it's like, Anakin wasn't actually those things.
Yeah, they fucked that thing.
Yeah, you are fucking stupid for believing that.
Yeah.
It's actually this person, and like, she's the daughter of the most evil person in the world that created the Jesus figure out of midichlorians that formed him in the womb. She's actually his daughter, so technically she's Anakin's sister, and she's the one who did it. And it's like, that's just... No. No.
Yeah, there's very little people that... I didn't really like them. I like the little scenes here and there. I didn't like what they do with a lot of the story, though.
What I don't like is that I don't like people that needlessly shit on Rey, because I don't think it's Rey's fault. I don't think it's Daisy Ridley's fault. I blame a lot more of like just the writing in and of itself. I don't think Disney has hired good writers in like 20 plus years.
Yeah.
And I don't think Disney really knows what the fuck they're doing. This is ultimately becoming I apologize about...
Yeah, I think they still have a chance if they just uncanon it, in my opinion.
like
they have so much potential.
It's like weird, because I've seen episodes of Obi-Wan, I've seen episodes of Ahsoka, and like I've seen episodes of Mando, and I'm like, yeah, this is okay.
Yeah, Mandalorian is dope though.
But it's like you have not thousands, but you have like hundreds of comics and extended lore that goes outside of these characters. I don't like. Yeah, a story like a series that Obi-Wan Kenobi is kind of cool, but it's like I don't just bring back the Star Killer.
Yeah, well, he's not even canon, which sucks.
But just make him canon. He's fucking dope.
They can't, because there's things in the game that would not make sense at all for the story. They did things in the game that would uncanon a lot of shit.
That's
like
fine.
him being stronger than Luke Skywalker for one, which was a heavy Legends, I guess, DLC. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff.
But like you get what I'm saying, where it's like there's so much extra lore that does exist.
There's so much, dude. I if they can't make Starkiller lore, which they obviously can't, I'm just begging they can make a third game, because they ended it on a cliffhanger. Like, so good. I love that game.
Like that's ultimately my problem is just like I just find it very frustrating where it's like I'm not even a Star Wars fan, but I just feel bad for any franchise that kind of has to deal with Disney.
Yeah, I mean, I like the new Star Wars game. I didn't play Survivor, even though I do like Star Wars a lot. I didn't have any interest. But The Force Unleashed was a true Star Wars game. I mean, like, aside from like Battlefield, which you're like just on the front lines.
Yeah.
I mean, a true like Force Jedi type game. Oh my god, The Force Unleashed was so good. It was so good. You felt like a boss running around slicing free will with the Force. You didn't have like a limit that was like you have 3 Force abilities in the next minute. You had like lightning. You could
just do whatever the fuck you wanted.
It was so good. It was so good. I'd stay in Walmart for hours. My mom was shopping and just playing it on the PS3.
Dope.
The first one.
That's dope. I was big on Uncharted, but that was mine.
Yeah, I did see that in the scroll wheel, but I saw Star Wars and I said I gotta play this. That and Batman.
I respect you for going there. I did Uncharted and I did Batman.
Batman started that game style for me when I was fighting people. Like that.
Free flow combat. Ooh,
there was no better feeling than doing like a cartwheel across there, just one shotting.
Yeah. Oh my god, hitting the combo. I mean the counter button every time. Mm-hmm. I did an entire fight once because I was bored with like a room of like I think 20 baddies, and I was like, I'm just gonna press Y and see what happens until they die.
Dude, something felt good about it. It felt.
Correct.
Nostalgia.
I guess it's time for us to leave.
Yeah.
But
this was one of the fastest ones until we just went on the longest tangent.
But it was worth.
It was.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. Bye bye.